I don't know if this is going to be in shot or not. Got myself another set. Lego Super Mario Toad's Treasure Hunt 71368. It's an expansion pack to go alongside the Super Mario Lego set. Hello young man, how are you doing today? Are you well? Did you enjoy your slumber? Well, okay, you better go back to sleep, Mario, because this is going to be a long... How rude. Bye. So, this is a retired set at the time of this recording, and I believe at regular retail price it was $74.99. I'm sure you can find this set cheaper if you looked around and hunted around for a bit. I managed to get this at heavy discount because the video game store Game in the UK was doing like a big sale, and I managed to pick up one of these. And we're going to see if this is any good. And because I knew that this was coming up, I decided not to delete the app. So I've got the app here, which has the instructions. So without further ado, I'm just going to get myself a quick drink. Delicious. And let's start the clock. I've knocked the microphone. It's fine. Just. Why is this box so long and narrow? Okay, it has. Wow, that's actually quite a lot of boxes. Like that, all of it. Yep, that's all empty. So yeah. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bags. Wow, 11 bags. I got myself the paper thin toilet paper instructions has no instructions, which needs the app. And so that's what I got. I got the app. So let's begin and get to start with Little Toadette. Let's move all these bags. Where am I going to put these? I'm going to put you over here. There you go. Nice clear canvas. Start with the first bag. Ooh, I got another one of these handy brick separator things, and I still don't know how this thing works, but it's okay. I'm not going to need it because I'm a pro. Let's get started. What was that? I was going for the head. Hello! Look how happy this person is. Hello! Hello! Here are the extra arms. I mean the pigtails. Big old head. It's really hard to do the voices of the toads, so I won't bother for now. Boom! What's the time on that? I can tell you from this, it's pretty fast. Oh no! Oh no! No! Don't despiff me so fast.
Hi, my name is Toad. I will be your adventure guide to your journey to defeat the evil Bowser.
Which is not what he sounds like at all.
Can I give you some mushrooms? They make you go big and strong.
Now, I've played a few of the Mario games, and I'm pretty sure Toad does not sound like that at all.
Mario time. Mario.
Wait, is that it? Oh, that's it. Okay. That's Toad and Toadette done. Oh, wait, that's it? That's a really simple one as well. I'm not even going to bother with the instructions because I can just figure it out from here. So dang. Got it wrong. Shouldn't have jumped ahead. Click, clickety clack. Oh, snapping necks. Ah, okay, bit fragile up there. Take it easy, G-Dog. No need to panic or rush. This isn't a race. I am against the clock, though. Ah, okay. So I think this is the right mechanism where you dump a push it down, and look, it's a prize. Let's see if we can get a better view of that. Dump. Surprise. Pretty neat. Actually, now would be a good time to bring on Mario, see what he's got to say about this. Turn it on. Hello, Mario. What happens when you put it on Toadette? Hello. Bunch of coins. Even more coins. That's it, just a bunch of coins. I'm risking my life for the princess and you're giving me nothing but a bunch of coins? A bunch of coins! Mamma mia! Ah. Alright, go back to sleep. There's a piece missing. The bag? Yes, it is! It's in the bag. Wait, how are you supposed to put it in there? What? I mean, what? Oh. Ah, it fitted just fine. How embarrassing! Oh, I'm a fool. All right. Come on. Wait, how's it supposed to stay on? Is it supposed to stay on? It's not. Because you stick it onto here. You fool! You fool of a took! Because the thing goes like this. That's the aim of the game. So now we got Mario. I'm going to turn him on. You go like this. Oh. Oh. Wait, no, I'm going to turn this on. This is going to be quite fun. Okay, so you go pop, pop, pop. We did it, guys. We saved the kingdom. Oh no! Oh, phew. I saved them. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. It's too big. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's this one. Does anybody else do that thing where they're counting the number of dots on the Lego bricks and the Lego pieces to make sure they've got the right one? Or is it just me? I was about to say I'm speeding through the building of this Lego set, and I thought it'd be over relatively quickly. But this part of the Lego is really slowing me down because there's quite a lot to it. I thought that this house would be a lot more simple than this, but no, it turns out to be actually rather more involved, which is okay. Oh, that's actually good. They give you a piece that's already fused together. It saves you time.
Hi! I'm Toad! Ah!
And so on and so forth. That's actually a nice big house. I'm impressed by that. That looks really nice. It's simple, big, chunky. It's got holes in it because I haven't actually built it very well, but yeah, It's good. I like it. I'll put you over here. Actually, I wonder if Mario could fit in there. No, Mario's far too big. I've been very fortunate with the finding of Lego pieces. What I mean by that is every one of these brand new packs, mint condition, new packs I bought so far have always contained every piece that I need. I think, except maybe, was it that Sonic the Hedgehog one I had to substitute? It didn't really matter in that case because I was able to complete the set, but all the other sets, every single one, I'm able to complete the set. All the pieces are in, which is good. All the pieces are in. I've known a couple of people, hearing their stories and how they sometimes didn't get a complete set. There were one or two pieces missing. When you're buying something secondhand used on eBay and blah blah blah, that's a different story. That's something that you want to take the risk. It is part of that game. But when it's something brand new, even such a conglomerate, a mega store as Lego can make mistakes, and it must be a pain in the ass to not be able to finish the set. And then I found out that all you need to do is simply give Lego a bell. Wait a second, what's going on? Have I just spoken too soon? What the hell? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. No way, that can't be right. It's not in that bag. It can't be in another bag. This is all 8, this is all 9. Huh. Oh, no, I'm an idiot. Phew. Okay, I have not missed a piece. I've added too many pieces. Okay, here we go. So, what I did is I accidentally added those 2 extra things. But what they should have been is like this. There we go. Whew, back on track. So, as I was saying, I have never lost a piece, and I've never had an incomplete piece with a brand new set. And that one's got a fly on it. Don't know if you can pick that up on camera. But yeah, that one's got a fly on it. It's got nothing to do with Lego. I mean, it's alive for a start. It's quite warm today. What was I talking about? I've been distracted again. Oh, as I was saying, never had a piece missing. I know some friends who did, and it's a brand new set. And what they ended up doing was calling up Lego, and they said, "Oh yes, of course, sir or madam, however you identify yourself as, we will send you a new piece free of charge." And that's the end of that story. No problems whatsoever. And so, me, touch wood, will never have that problem. And I've not had that problem yet, and I don't want to have that problem anytime soon. I believe this one, the cheap bird, is it the cheap fish? I forget. Anyway, this one you can get free in one of those blind bags from the Super Mario blind bag series 2, I believe. But now I've got it without a blind bag. And I got it wrong. Oh no, I've got to use this. Okay. Yay! It worked! Yeah, it's such a tiny little house. What's this for, really? What is it for? It's too small. Too small for a toad. It's too small for a toadette. Way too small for a Mario. So what's the point? What's the point of this small little house except for decoration? What is this? A house for ants? Have you played the new Super Mario series? I believe it's new Super Mario Brothers Wii and Wii U and all that kind of stuff. It's quite a good series. It's quite a good fun little series, especially with you and your significant other. And the interesting thing is you can just pick it up on... Find yourself a dirt cheap Nintendo Wii, which is easy. You can just pick up a copy of that game and play with it. Or if you fancy playing it on your PC and you already own a copy of it, you could just try and get it emulated. Of course, if you own a copy of the original game, that's the only way you're legally allowed to do emulation. And yeah, it's a good fun game. And the introduction of this character, the Toadette series, is interesting because I think she's easy mode. And one of the things that happens to her, Toadette, is that she gets this special mushroom. She gets a special mushroom that turns her into a weird toad type clone of Princess Peach, which is strange because in the game you're going out to rescue Princess Peach. Isn't that weird? So why could it be Princess Peach rescuing Princess Peach, but it's not Princess Peach? It's I don't know. It seems like a bit of a weird idea, but not as weird as all the fan art of what happens when you get the crown. And what it is, it's a crown. It's a little special mushroom crown, where Toadette gets the crown and she turns into Princess Peach. But what would happen if Bowser got the crown? He turns into Bowsette. And the internet completely and utterly exploded on that day that was discovered. And I don't know how anyone could have missed it, but it was missed. The creators of the mushroom hat, the mushroom crown, didn't think about it, and now we're left with this image of what happens when anybody wears the crown of Toadette. It's a gender swap. It's a gender swap process, and I'm sure that has negative connotations because, you know, I'm sweet and innocent and I don't look on the internet. And I haven't seen the horrible, corrupt things. Honest. But, yeah, it was an interesting problem. But it wasn't a problem at all. It was great. It was a great addition to the lore, which had unforeseen consequences. And everyone loves it. Everyone loves Toadette. Everyone loves Bowsette. Everyone likes the concept. And it's been going to be around for a long, long time. Was there a point to this little story that I was telling? No. No point at all. Ow. Anyway, long and the short is, new Super Mario Wii series is pretty good fun. You should play it. As is the Super Mario 3D World series. That's also good fun. You should play it. This is not sponsored by Nintendo. This video is not sponsored by them, nor is it sponsored by Lego, but I endorse these things. But if Lego or Nintendo wanted to sponsor me for any videos, links to details in the description box down below. And that is how you can contact me. That looks pretty cool. Oh, this is quite exciting. Oh, this is actually quite exciting. I think I know what's going to happen next. Also, if anyone wants to leave me a comment in the comment section down below to say anything about anything related to me and these videos I made and so on and so forth, feel free to do so. But for now, that's the cool little mechanic there. Yeah. Yeah. Whee! Wow, that's actually a lot of spare bits and lots of... Yeah. Cool. Good. I have no idea what I'm going to do with these spare bits. The final bag. Except for these extra bits and pieces, which I'm not going to open because they're just a waste of space. For now. And the reason I say they're a waste of space is I've got a bunch of them already with the previous sets. Actually, one thing that's worth noting is this app. I've got my phone on silent because I can't stand the sound effects and music, but maybe I should put them on for your listening pleasure. Okay, so there's clearly no music at this point because... What the... Can you see that? It's like this weird artifacting happening there. Oh, I've seen a minor bug in this app. Who do I report this to? Who do I report this bug to? Oh well, doesn't matter. It's a minor bug because I can still use the app. I'll pop that into Jira later. You know what? Do you mind if I just put this on silent for a bit? Because it's just annoying. And the final piece, I believe, is the little Goomba. Now, I already built a couple of these, so let's see if I can remember by memory how to put this together. It's relatively simple. No, I don't remember. It was almost. I've almost got it right. Something like that. Yes. Here we go. Bit of that. Bit of that. Bit of that. That ugly little Goomba right here. And let's see. And the last piece is to put it all together. You know what, let's just put it together. Let's see what it looks like. Alright. Which is why you need all these extra pieces. This is just a waste of time, but I've got to complete it. There we go. Alright, bit of that. Then, I thought I would really avoid this jigsaw puzzle bit. Alright, let's just get this over with. And then it's oh, actually, this is actually pretty big. Okay, then there's a bit of this, I guess, a bit like that. And then two alternative paths, something like that. And the big old tree right here. Oh, this is going to get too big, isn't it? Right, I'm just going to have to... I'm going to have to expand the view from here with the magic powers of video editing. And you can go here. And then the cool little treasure chest goes here. right? Yeah, it looks alright. And then, oh my god, the water bit goes here, which leads on to this. Which leads on to the... Which leads on to this bit here. This leads on to Toad. Which leads on to this bit here. That'll do. Which leads to his big ass house. Like that. Don't forget the tree. And the mushroom. This is the dull part. How am I gonna fit this in my grown-up bookshelf, huh? That'll do. Oh, that'll effing do. That'll flipping do. Oh my god, this is just. Oh. Bit of that, bit of that, bit of this. Oh, and the big house with a thing. Don't forget the other tree. Where does that go? Oh, here we go. What? That'll do. Little sign right here. And that's it. Look at this. Look at this monstrosity. Stop the clock. And we have finished. So, with that said, Mario, you're up. Right. Let's start here. You seem pleased with yourself. And that's it. That's the entire set. Give me one moment. And I'm going to take this apart and just show the individual pieces laid out. One moment, please. And that's your lot. This is the Toad Treasure Hunt in all its glory without the extra pieces here. And this is the best I can lay it out. This is an interesting build. I wasn't expecting this. Looking at the package, I expected it to be quite simple, but it was actually quite involved, and there's lots of pieces involved, including this big chunky house, which is deceptive for its simple design. And there are some pieces of this which I actually really was taken back and thought, oh, this is pretty cool. Not just these little figurines like here and here, which we expect them to be good, but this big chunky tree, for example, is actually really unexpectedly good. You can use this for other pieces. And this big house, it's actually big and chunky. I was actually impressed by how good it looks. It looks better in person than it does in the box. The thing that I didn't like about it is it just took a long time, and I think one of the reasons why LEGO was trying to justify the high price tag initially was the time it took. I think it's taken me about less than an hour to put the whole thing together in one sitting, which was longer than I was expecting it to be. And these are bits that I think will look good on display, whether it be the individual houses or these individual people. I can play around and see what looks good. Initially I was just getting the whole set just for these because it was dirt cheap, but now I might end up using everything. Do I think this set is worth the regular retail price of $74.99, I believe it was? I would think no. No, I don't think it's worth that full price because it's a bit too simple, and in terms of the design, in terms of the look, it's chunky, yes, but it doesn't really add much value. It's not really that interesting in terms of the whole Mario mythos. Half price? About 30-40 quid? Yeah, I guess that would be a good price for it, and if you can get it cheaper than that, then it's frankly a steal. But full price, no, I think they bit off more than they can chew in terms of the pricing here. I don't know how well this thing is sold, and it'll be interesting to see how collectible this becomes when it's been a long time since it's been fully retired. Would I recommend this? Yes, I think it looks quite nice. I wouldn't recommend it at full price. If you can get it dirt cheap, pick it up. Otherwise, best not to. You wait for it to get lower. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you found this video entertaining, informative, and all that other kind of stuff. Leave your comments down in the comment section down below if you've got anything to say to me, anything at all. And thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.